So the whole, if you have been living under a rock or if you've been in a coma for, I don't know, for the whole entire year so far, um, this little thing, this insurrection that happened on June 6th. I think what really baffles me the most is that like the GOP think it's like it never happened type of thing. One of the I don't know what senator, I don't know what state he's from, but I remember he went on like on a webcam just to talk about the people that were part of the insurrection. Were saying like these guys weren't protesters, they were tourists. They were taking pictures in the Capitol, taking pictures, and it's just it just really pisses me off. Like leaders like that are just downplaying it, and I'm just thinking like, those same guys were trying to like kill you or hurt you, and you had like, um, even like the police, the state capitol police even wrote him a letter saying like, how could you guys like lie about saying it never happened? Like people died. Like even like the I think it was an officer he killed in the he got killed in the line of duty, and then even the aftermath, one of the cops committed suicide because he couldn't handle like what happened to him, the tragedy. And I don't know, it just baffles me that like people think that, oh, it was just like a tour day around the Capitol, and so if I ever do like a tour around a museum, I could break windows and just smash glass, and it's just kind of like, I don't get it, man. It's just like living like in an alternate reality with other people, and it just baffles me.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about people like denying its existence. It's pretty clear as day what happened. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of ridiculous if they are denying it. Yeah, it was pretty stupid of the people, and they probably should be in jail.
Well,
It's not a
one
good look.
one guy, he would have gotten away with it if he would have shut up about it. I guess apparently he was bragging about it to his dentist, and he was saying, "Hey, look, I was here at the Capitol. Here's a video of me doing this," and he was smoking a blunt in the Capitol, and then the
That's what I
FBI
would do if I was in the Capitol building.
then the FBI showed up saying, "Hey, where is this guy?" And now he's just kind of like, "I didn't do anything wrong." I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's crazy how like I'm living with people like in this whole world that believe that nothing happened on that day and things like that. I mean, I know like the whole like, and it's like this thing that, like, don't forget about 9/11. Don't forget, but they can completely forget about the insurrection. It's just double standard. It's just kind of like, it's like what they want to narrate. They want to show to the world like, oh, we won't forget this terrorizing day that another country did to us, but if we do it to ourselves, then don't worry about it. It's on us. We'll put a band-aid on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, the response to it was pretty piss poor. Not to beat a dead horse, but it's not like they were rushing out to stop these guys when they could have done it pretty quickly.
They coulda.
Um, I don't know. I mean, it just makes everything look a lot worse for Trump. Yeah, I don't know. I hope he doesn't run again.
Well,
He
I
makes
hope
he makes
I
conservatives look terrible. So
well, I hope to pray to God he doesn't, man. I really hope he doesn't. Then if he does, he'll somehow get away with the whole. I know he's getting investigated by the New York Attorney General. So then they kicked out Liz Cheney for not believing that the election was stolen. So now he's got another crazed Trump uh, person to take her place, and I don't know. I think the other thing is too is that I think there should be term limits for these senators, man. These guys are like in their 80s and 90s, and they have no grip on reality on what we live in. Like we're like 50 years apart. You guys don't know nothing about the current generation right now. They only care about is money and corporation. And I believe that there should be term limits on it instead of like all these old geezers trying to think what's right for the rest of the world.
yeah, I don't know about that. I like the Senate. No, I don't know. I don't like any of them. I think there just needs. I think the biggest issue is that we have well, we have given way too much power to these people, and biggest issue right now is just government having way too much power. A lot of it could be relieved if they didn't have the power they have. But we've elected them, and they've done it, and we've allowed them to get this far. So I don't know what the solution is. Maybe
Yeah.
we should be storming the Capitol.
Well, I'll call up Antifa. I'll call my left buddies. Be like, hey guys,
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like the
tired of
people that
this.
stormed the Capitol, I feel like the people that stormed the Capitol and Antifa have a lot more in common than they would like to admit. And because at the end of the day, I don't think either of them really like the government. And if they could just sit down and
Then just
say,
talk.
maybe the problem isn't you or me, maybe the problem is them up there that are yelling, attack each other instead
Yeah,
of you know, if we could just do that, maybe the world would be a little bit better. But here we are.
yeah. And it's the whole wokeness. Everything's being blamed on wokeness now.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I remember the one guy who the horse, that recent news that happened, because he cheated because the horse had like some kind of drug or something, and then the person or the owner of it was like, "I'm blaming it on wokeness," and I'm like, how does that work? I was like, you don't know what
Yeah, I mean
wokeness is.
it's not a free pass, but I mean if a guy says an off-color joke, I don't
Yeah.
know if he should just be automatically fired, but um yeah, I mean I don't
Oh,
think
that's the
you
CNN
doping
guy. The CNN
no,
guy.
I don't even I'm just saying generically,
Oh,
but I think if you're doping your horse then you cheated,
yeah, you
bud.
cheated, and he's blaming it
I didn't
on.
like that guy. I don't know if you watched I don't know if you watched the Kentucky Derby this year, but yeah, I saw the owner of the horse, and he just seemed kind of like a scumbag to me.
Yeah,
So
the long white hair and just like God,
I
man.
don't like him.
No, that was
So it doesn't
funny.
surprise. Yeah, I'm really not surprised. So
Yeah, like old geezers like that are blaming it on wokeness. They didn't even know what it is. It's just like,
yeah,
just shut up. And then
I mean I'm definitely no fan of being woke, but I'm definitely
yeah.
no fan of like cheaters either. So like,
Well, yeah, that's another thing
two
for
things can be correct at the same time, right? I mean there's like
yeah,
it's
I
not black and white.
yeah, I agree. And as when you said
Him falsifying wokeness isn't also like a uh an okay for being woke. I don't think.
yeah,
So
it's an okay. I'm blaming wokeness because I cheated.
yeah,
Yeah, when you mentioned about the reporter doing a racist thing, that literally happened like yesterday on Twitter. Was like trending. I
I
guess
I
some
haven't heard anything about this. I was literally just saying like in generically, I don't think anybody should be.
it was
But yeah,
funny. I guess I looked up the guy who I on CNN, and I was like, oh yeah, I could see him saying a racist comment or thing, something like that. Yeah, he got canned from CNN, and I guess everyone around the world, it's like, finally, like he's been an a-hole. I guess I don't know. I don't watch CNN. I don't care about the
I didn't
network.
hear about it. I didn't hear about it. I'm sure it wasn't very important. So I don't know. I'm tired of it. You know, it depends. I mean, I think each of these cases have to be looked at separately. I hate the blind. All right, he said something that a couple people on Twitter don't like. Immediately fire him, but I also don't like just giving everybody a free pass. And there is a difference between like Mad Men, type sexual harassment, and a guy like talking to somebody. And like
Yeah,
there's
there's
two different. It's two different things, and I feel like we had the Mad Men era of guys just being pigs, and that's just about like sexuality and men being pigs, but also like, racist talk and stuff like that. You had this way area of like, this is terrible. And now we're like 50, 60 years from that. Now it's just swung the other way. It's like, those aren't black coffee grounds. Those are from Africa. Like, and the guy gets fired over saying, I like my coffee black or something. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. I guess
it's like, give
like
me a break.
just like the whole um like doing the whole binary and all the non-binary binary crap. Like, I mean, good for you. It's just like I'm them and me and all this other stuff, and I was like, I don't know. That's another topic for another time. I really want to talk
Yeah.
about, but like it's
Mhm.
things like that. Like, back in the Mad Men days, that was like a culture. That was a time, you know,
Yeah.
and then as like you know as time goes, you progress, and you're like, oh yeah, that was a bad thing we did. We won't do it again. You know, like that thing. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like who's running around the office like grabbing chicks and thinking, that guy, that's old Jimmy, that's just what he does. It's like no one does.
Yeah, no
Like,
one
what
does
world are
that.
people
Like,
saying? Like, no one
yeah,
does that.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I've been working in an office in the better part of a decade, and I've never seen anything like that. If I did, that guy would be thrown out in the next 30 minutes. If not, it'd probably be me throwing him out.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. The non-binary thing we could talk about too. That's got to be a whole other podcast.
That's
But
gonna be another thing because
yeah,
that's
we could talk
something
about that next week or something.
we need to talk. Oh, I want to talk about it because I need to know why it's there and the whole like why does it have to exist? I don't understand it. I want someone to educate me on it and just be like, well, we're all men and women. There's no in between. I don't understand it. I really don't. And then like what the whole like someone fucking baffled me. I laughed my ass off when they told me this, and they said like this was like during the Tumblr days, and they were saying like, oh, there's 56 genders and all this bullshit. Like, shut the fuck up. There's two. And where'd the other 54 come out? I just remember something like that, and it just baffled me. Like, I mean, there's people around the world that think like that, and I'm just kind of like, I need to know why. Like, what makes you think that way? I guess what I'm just trying to explain. Not to, I really don't want to dog on it. I just want to like understand it. I need to like get your point of view on it. Try to.
Well, I don't have a point of view because I don't understand it either. I mean, I understand. I have an understanding of it, but I don't have anything positive to say or educational. But
Yeah.
we can definitely talk about it.